EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go, Pac-Man. Ready? 87.
On play action, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. $12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now he's forced out left. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, kill! He's 27. So we're going to 53. Here we go, 47.
36. You ain't doing nothing.
26.
Prescott down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start.
But I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Waiting.
Check. Watch 54. Now let's run. Check 99.
Delayed give to Sproles. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180.
Be a long day for you. Shoot. Check safety.
Here's Sproles. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cowboys nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Stop your whining.
Out of his end zone, Prescott completes it to Austin. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Prescott on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Switch.
Here go 46.
That's it. It's 50.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Under.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
26.
Now Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here's Prescott going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let him know, let him know. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Man. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. He's coming. 2 Jack. He's coming. What's up?
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
50, Mike 50, huh? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Check 52. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Over.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go, line in. Switch up. Here we go, kill. Heavy. 50 to Mike. Watch the screen. Wide, get wide. Here we go, 47. Mike 50. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Under 10. 10. Whip. Solid. Check. Press.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
55. 48, Mike. Lynn fly 3. He's coming.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Covington breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you. Check 9. Flat. Stack.
Throwing his Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Lucky.
Now it's Sproles. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get there. Go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Get ready, guys. Get ready.
Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brendan Gaudin. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Here we go. 50. Blue Dan.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds Austin complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott yet again. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. First down, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Marr able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There we go. Slide in.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. SOS.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Kill! 47! We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Wide in.
54 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Check.
Hot route. Hot.
26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Running with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the boot.
To throw is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 48. Hey, we have it.
Now Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Switch, switch, switch.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm scared.
Wentz. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz now on 1st down. Steps away to it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Ricky, go kill. Check 13. Hey, 47. Echo. Nice 50, man. Under. I got it.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Prescott now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott, rolling to his right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Undercrush.
This is Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
That's the score. Cowboys 31, Eagles 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Christian Covington picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Toss play to Sproles. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Eagles' 40.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I'll bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Buying time to his left. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Well, Prescott here to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malik Collins in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Box drop.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.